All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are live at the Dirt Track at Charlotte for the Dirtkars Pro Late Model Series powered by the EFRL. We got some returning drivers tonight. A new driver here with us this evening, Adam Baker. He's raced with the EFRL on the asphalt side of things, has not raced in the dirt series before, but we're looking ready to kick off this race. First heat on deck.
Hey Nick, you wouldn't want to give me an EOL, would you?
Ray, was that you?
Yeah, that was me. I shouldn't be in the front of this.
For the record, neither should Logan. No ball. Stick it out. We'll survive. Make this work to get around you.
All right, we're getting ready to go green flag racing. Front row, we got Ray Andrews, Logan Tackett, Michael Hermes, Michael Steele, and Colton Sapansky making his return to the EFRL Dirt Car Thursday Night Series. Welcome back, Colton. That number 77 is looking pretty fly tonight. We'll keep an eye on that one. It's going to be up front before you know it. Happy to see Ray Andrews back with us again. Finally got his internet issue straightened out. Whoa, 77 getting a little rough. Here comes Michael Steele charging to the front. Michael is in the hunt for championship number 5 overall with the EFRL Dirt Car Series. Here comes that number 77 of Colton Sapansky. Hard charging down on the bottom, challenging for second with Logan Tackett. Oh, full on makes contact with the 5 car. Quick to apologize. These guys are just racing hard. Colton's going to fall back to third and regroup. We still got 7 laps to go in our first heat race of the night. Logan now falling in behind Colton, trying to learn his line. Logan and Colton right down on the bottom. Looks like the 51 of Hermes has left the chat. I'm not showing him on the board. It looks like he might have had a connection issue. Colton Sapansky moving up to that top shelf now, with only 3 laps to go to try to reel in that number 5 of Michael Steele. Michael down right against the tires. Half a second gap now between our leaders. Colton trying to get every last bit of moisture he can up on that high side. Dives down to the bottom through 3 and 4. White flag is in the air for Michael Steele. Michael started in the 4th position. He is taken over the top spot on lap 1 and hasn't looked back. Michael's going to bring home the heat race win. Colton
Sorry for coming down,
Sapansky in
Colton. I
second.
didn't really know you were there.
Ray Andrews,
You're good.
Logan
I didn't know
Tech
you were
in
gonna be that
third.
low.
Ray
I
Andrews
didn't
in
have a
fourth.
mirror, so I couldn't see you.
And Michael Hermes
I tried
falls
to
to
stay out of
fifth.
everybody's way.
I mean, you were behind me, so it was more of you being able to see me, but I didn't know you were there, so I came down.
All right, heat race number 2 on deck. Mr. Devin Smith and Donnie Bartlett on the front row. Sean Patrick Ben Morrow in row number 2. Adam Baker is going to be starting dead last in that number 22 machine. First time here for Adam Baker in that 22. Normally an asphalt guy. We'll see how he does tonight. Jumping over to the dark side of the dirt cars. All right, 10 laps of distance for A-Main. Lights are off on the pace truck. We'll be going green and coming out of turn number 4. Bartlett and Smith on the front row. Devin Smith has had a good run. He's got 1 win in this season. Looking to upset Michael Steele and take that victory away. Looking for his first ever Dirt Cars champion. Whoa, something happened with Donnie Bartlett's car. That thing took a hard right. Devin Smith's going to jump to an early lead. Sean Patrick in second. Adam Baker challenging. Donnie Bartlett making a recovery, looking to challenge now for third. Sean Patrick getting around the 22 of Baker. Baker's going to lose another position to the 75 of Ben Morrow. Ben Morrow just climbed out of his mini stock. Here comes Donnie Bartlett, going to get a twofer in that corner. Slide job by the 21. Ben Morrow looking to repay the favor. Didn't have the momentum. Oh, Donnie Bartlett's dragging the wall down the front straightaway. Oh. Bartlett might have broke something on that one. Up front, Devin Smith continues to lead Sean Patrick. We're halfway through this A-Main. Thanks everybody for tuning in and joining us on this beautiful Thursday night at Charlotte Dirt Track. Michael Steele won his heat. Devin Smith looking to win this heat. Trying to keep the timing close. Sean Patrick just laid down the quickest time of the race. Only 3 laps to go. I think he's going to run short though. 2 laps to go for the number 95 machine of Mr. Devin Smith. White flag is in the air last time around for the 95 of Devin Smith. Sean Patrick in second. Ben Morrow's taking over third. Adam Baker has fallen back to fourth. Donnie Bartlett, after collecting the wall, is down to fifth. So the drivers from heat race number 2 will line up on the outside for the feature. Drivers from the first heat will be on the inside. All right, gentlemen, we have a 3-minute warm-up session. Let these guys try to work in that track, get a little bit of a groove worked up. You've got time to go down to the beer garden, get yourself a frosty cold beverage, and don't forget to come over and say hi to Randy at the Chicken Shack. That was a balls-ass move, wasn't it, John? Dive bombed him, gave him a slide job, took 2 positions away. Seems like that 77 car is going to be one to watch in the A-Main. All right. Starting on the front row. We got that number 5 machine, Mr. Michael Steele, our current points leader. And just fitting right beside him, Mr. Devin Smith, who's currently in 2nd place. In 3rd, we got Colton Sapansky and Sean Patrick. Row number 3, we got Logan Tackett and Ben Morrow. Row number 4, Ray Andrews and Adam Baker. Row number 5, Michael Hermes and Donnie Bartlett. And we're going to put on a heck of a show. These guys have been doing it all season long. Only a couple cautions, maybe a night. Keep an eye on that 77. He's going to be firing off in row number 2 on the inside. Thanks for joining us tonight, James. Michael won his heat race pretty commandingly. Pace car is dipped off. We will be going green coming out of turn number 4. Green flag is in the air. Michael Steele, Devin Smith fire off down into turn number 1. Colton Sapansky looking to make it 3 wide as we go down the first straightaway. Colton's going to slide up high, push up to the fence. Michael Steele regains the lead. Devin Smith down on the bottom now, looking to hold on to P number 2. Battling side by side between Logan Tackett and the 26 of Sean Patrick. Colton Sapansky on that high side trying to get some momentum built up. He's got a fire down the back straightaway. He's going to take the lead as we go down into turns 3 and 4. Here comes the 26 now on that high side. Colton drops down to the bottom. At 77 looking nice and smooth like he hasn't missed a beat. First 10 laps of our A main have been mean and green. Colton Sapansky got a little bit of a cushion now over second place Michael Steele. 50 laps of distance here tonight. You do have to pace yourself. You burn off these tires and you will be in a hurt come the last 10 laps. One of the best in the business at saving tires currently sitting in P number 4, and that's Mr. Devin Smith. Okay, we got someone cheering on Ray. First time Ray's been back with us in a while. Got stable internet now. Oh, a little bit of contact may be made by the 95 and the 26. Sapansky continuing to lead. Michael Steele in second. The gap has not grown or shrunk at all. Fortunately, it looks like the 21 of Donnie Bartlett has jumped to the pit. Unfortunate for that machine. Donnie's been having a pretty good season with us so far. Colton Sapansky, that 77 machine, has not missed a lick in the weeks and months that he's been off. Real life been pretty busy for him on Thursdays. Michael Steele starting to fall back just a little bit. Devin Smith and Sean Patrick just still going at it. Oh, caution is out. Logan Tackett has crashed. We'll see if we can't find that.
Knock your nose off like that.
You're good. All three of us were so close in speed. Actually 4. Probably 7, but anyhow.
Oh, Tackett breaks the right front wheel. That's going to bring the caution up for us the first time this evening. Unfortunate for the number 10 car. For those new here, we do a Delaware-style restart on Thursday nights. So the leader will be on the point by himself. Michael Steele being in second gets lane choice. Sean Patrick will go the opposite, and then everybody else will line up in the row that iRacing tells them to. And then we fire off on the leader.
Mick, did you shut off mirrors? Huh. I have my virtual mirror turned on in settings, but it's not on my screen. I guess I'm screwed to the did.
I can go ahead and say, as an asphalt guy, I have my mirror on.
Well, old school it is.
All right.
I guess.
We're going green flag racing. Coming out of turn number 4, the pace car is off. Colton Sapansky is going to lead us to the green. Steele and Patrick in row number 2. Green flag is in the air. We're back at it with 29 laps to go. Steele and Patrick racing hard for second. Here comes that 95 of Mr. Devin Smith. 3 wide as we exit the corner. Adam Baker, the first time in his dirt car career here with us on Thursday. Falling back to 8th after that restart. You can see how that track is getting pretty slicked off in the corner. Ooh, 75 caught up in some carnage. Looks like he has lost a lap.
Go low off it too. I didn't realize the steering was broke. Go low, go low, go low.
Caution is out for the 75, stuck in the fence.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I honestly don't even know what happened there. I don't know if I stood up into you or what. I really didn't mean to.
We were 3 wide, and I don't think the guy on the outside realized it, but really we had no business being 3 wide there. Same as on the restart, how we had no business being 3 wide, but we were anyways.
Alright, so on Thursday nights I do apologize if you do hear anything through the voice chat. I do double as race control on Thursdays, so I have to be able to hear the drivers talking, and so we will hear sometimes some things that get said Those views may not be the express views of all the dirt, but it's racing and sometimes tempers flare. But these guys are pretty good at keeping that in check 90% of the time. Alright, we're going to get them re-racked, restacked. Second caution of the evening for those new to dirt racing. Caution laps do not count. So we will finish all 50 laps under green flag. We do have 3 attempts at a green-white checkered. In the history of the dirt cars, I don't believe we've ever used all 3. Green flag is up in the air for Colton Sapansky, Michael Steele, Sean Patrick. Michael Steele hard charging. Here comes Sean Patrick on the high side. Michael Hermes charging up front. Busting into the top 5 for the first time this evening. Sean Patrick in the 26th on that high side trying to get things working. Michael Steele falling back. Now dive bomb in the 26. Trying to do a slide job. Making a little bit of contact. Taking over second place. Patrick had to get woed up. Falls back to battle with Devin Smith for third. Laps to go for Colton Sapansky in that number 77 machine. Michael Steele trying to close the gap on that front running 77. Michael Hermes in that number 51 machine jumps up to fourth. $13 laps to go for Michael Steele. He is gaining on our leader. Michael focusing on just staying nice and smooth, hitting his marks. The gap is down to just barely a second. Ray Andrews jumps to the pits. Problems for the 420 machine. That's going to put him in 7th for the evening. Colton starting to struggle a little bit. Looks like he's having a hard time getting that 77 to turn the way he wants it to. Michael Steele is up to 0.7 of a second. Colton dive bombs that corner, gains a little bit more time back. Turns 1 and 2, Colton goes to the high side, down low in 3 and 4. Looks like Michael's staying on that high side all the way around. That gap is staying pretty solid. Adam Baker has worked his way up into 5th. Ooh, Michael Steele trying the slider line with 6 left to go. He can gain the time on entrance, but he's losing it on exit. So it's kind of balancing out at the moment. 5 laps to go for Colton Sapansky. Michael Steele trying everything he has. Trying to continue on with that winning streak for the season. Coming to the 3 to go. Two laps left for Michael Steele. Colton Sapansky's got a big enough gap behind him, just needs to focus on his marks. White flag is into the air. Last lap tonight brought to you by the Last Lap Podcast. Sorry, it's the One to Go show on Facebook and YouTube. They talk about everything with soda. Colton Sapansky's getting it done in the 77 car.
Good race, guys.
I'm protest that 5 car for coming across my nose.
Good race, Colton. Sorry, Sean.
Uh-huh.
Slide job.
Dad, are we good?
All right, we got the driver of that number 95 machine, Mr. Devin Smith.
How's it going?
Pretty good, buddy. Pretty solid run for you. Kind of started up front, kind of stayed up front. Had some pretty good battles, but kept that 95 nice and clean tonight.
Yeah, we tried. Yeah, it was pretty good early. I thought. Then I feel like the track went away and I went away. But God, just had a blast racing Sean for most of that race. Like it was a blast. We were so close on speed.
Yeah, kind of the whole group seemed like you guys were really close tonight as far as speed goes.
Yeah, we had a couple behind us too, and then I don't quite remember how far Steele and Sapansky got away from us, but I don't think they actually got away too far. At least Steele didn't. But yeah, we were pretty close tonight.
There was some some haymakers of slide jobs thrown a couple different times. And I know we were 3 wide at least 2 or 3 times as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think we were 3 wide down the backstretch at least twice or 3 times with those restarts and the initial start too, I believe.
Only 2 cautions tonight. Fun racing all around. It was fun to watch.
Yeah, it was a blast. Charlotte usually puts on a good show with all these different lines that we can end up running, so it worked out pretty good.
Quick update on the points. Michael Steele's got 214. Michael Hermes in second with 199. You move up a spot to third with 195. Sean Patrick falls to fourth with 192. Ben Morrow in fifth with 183.
Close. We're pretty close there.
Yes, sir. It's going to be a fun season.
Should be a good run throughout. Hopefully we all stay relatively close, and hopefully Michael doesn't run away with it, but we'll see what we can do.
Next week we're more of a middle-sized track. We're at Volusia. I like that track. That's probably one of my favorite tracks. One of my first dirt wins came on that track.
Yeah, I don't know. I like racing the track and driving the track, but it doesn't seem to like me result-wise usually, so I'm not sure how well we'll do next week, but we'll see. We'll see.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations on your podium finish. You're got a great season going so far. You got 1 win, a couple podiums, and you don't look like you're slowing down.
Yeah, unfortunately couldn't be here last week. But yeah, left pretty much came back right where we were on the podium at least anyways, so still good season. Hopefully we can keep consistent runs. Whether or not we can get the wins or not, we'll find out, but hopefully we'll stay consistent with the top 3.
And now, did I see earlier this week that it was your birthday?
It was earlier, yes.
Well, happy birthday, sir.
Well, thank you.
All right, buddy. Who do you want to give a shout out to tonight before we cut you loose?
You guys, like normal, for putting on the show, broadcasting. The group of guys we got, they're always a fantastic crowd to race with, especially on dirt. I don't know if there's really any better that we can get in here. But yeah, good run tonight, and hopefully we will continue next week at Volusia.
All right, buddy. You have a good night, and we'll see you back next week.
All right, thank you, too.
All right, driver of the number 5 car, Mr. Michael Steele, won his heat, started on the pole, battled up front all night long, was getting so close to that 77 as what laps were winding down, just didn't have quite enough.
Yeah, no, it was fun, but yeah, it was hard to find. I was telling Colton in the chat, I feel like track normally, like, once the top comes in, it'll be faster. The bottom is still there a little bit, but the track was just so even all the way across that eventually I started trying to run the slide job line, and I could make up time, but then I would get tight, misjudge the line in 1 and 2, and lose all my. I told him I'd gain a couple tenths or a few tenths, and then I'd give it all back away just in one bad corner. So, yeah, it was a good race to Colton. Good to see him back. And so, like I told him, as soon as I saw his name pop up, it's immediately like, oh crap, here we go. So I'm tightening belts a little bit more. Yeah, it's always fun racing with him. He's always really fast, and it's good test to just see where I'm at, since I don't really race anything else besides our group. I know that I want to say he races in real life, and I know that he's got a lot of speed. So anytime he shows up, it's always a hard fight.
Yep, and he definitely puts on a good show, and he makes it exciting.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't remember his I rating, but I know it's way higher than mine. So yeah, he's not unbeatable because I'm pretty proud of the few times that I have beat him. But like I said, I know it's always going to be a tough one.
It's a tough one, and man, you got to be smooth and take care of your equipment to get him at the end.
Yeah, just that's one thing I was trying to run the top, and he was running the top in front of me, and I would see him smack the wall, and I was thinking eventually he was going to get damage from it, and he never really did. Or I felt like I was running the top as cleanly as I possibly could without smacking, and I felt like as soon as I smack it, I know my luck, I was going to kill the car somehow. So once I realized that I wasn't going to make up any speed on top, I tried the slide job line, and I said I'd make up a little bit here and then give it all back. So yeah, it was his night to win.
It was. You threw everything you had at him. You'd come so close, but man, you guys put on a great show tonight. You were 3 or 4 wide a couple times. It was fun to watch.
Yeah, I gotta definitely say sorry to Sean for killing him. Through a slide, made the mistake of getting him the top on. After the first restart, I should have learned my lesson because he put up a pretty good fight there, but definitely should have given him the top the second time, and he hung it up to my outside, and I knew that I was going to have to really go if I wanted to try to get back up to Colton and have a chance. So I felt like I was going to get it out there and far enough in front of him for him to see it, but I know I lost a lot of momentum kind of middle, trying to get up to the top and get the car rotated. So I think that really hurt that, and I know he packed me and definitely hurt his car, so I feel bad for running his race and everything like that. So yeah, it's either way, it's a fun night though overall.
Yes, sir. You guys put on a good show, and I did update the points already. You are still in the points lead, and Ben Morrow's in second. Devin Smith moved back up to third.
Yeah, it's a pretty big shakeup in points. Yeah, just try to keep having podium finishes. That's all we can do, and hopefully we'll be there at the end of the season and collect our now that we got it corrected, our 5th championship.
Yes, sir. All right, buddy. Well, we better let you get to your shout outs too tonight. And
yeah, as always, Marcy and Vivi for supporting me and allowing me to do this. And Vivi's been having a pretty good day. So she gave me a hug and gave me a good luck hug before I started, which is pretty unusual. So that was pretty good to have. And always got to thank them, my parents, for everything they do and always support me and everything like that. You and Dean for all y'all do for the leagues, the broadcast, everything. All the sponsors on the car, Still Graphic Design, Ross Dalton Racing, Peanut Baker Racing every freaking week. JBM 51 Raceworks, Mama Tried Welding Caps, Elite Bait and Tackle, Elite Crappie Jigs, Elite Performance Industries, a lot of elites, all the teammates and everything like that. Yeah. Rise bracelets. I do remember I missed them last week, so whenever we got the W, so I always got to mention out Rise bracelets.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. We look forward to seeing you back in the podium next week.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get to talk to you, buddy. We'll see. Hopefully get to talk to you Monday.
All right, sounds like a plan.
All right, buddy. Have a good rest of your week, and at least we'll talk to you in some fashion Monday.
Oh, for sure. Feels like old times, Mr. 77, Colton Sapansky.
Woo!
Man, Michael was throwing everything he had at you those last 10 laps.
Was he?
Oh, he was from the bottom to the top all over that track trying to find a little bit of speed.
Damn. See, like I said, coming after on that one restart, I thought you shut off mirrors for everybody because my virtual mirror was turned on in my settings, but it wasn't on my screen. So I had no idea where anybody was running, and all I had was the relatives box, and it went from 1.1 to 0.6 at one point, and I was like, okay, it's either I burned my right rear off or he's running the line that I haven't discovered yet.
He was trying.
And I'm like, well, I'm just Yeah, I bet he was. I'm like, when I seen him gain that ground, and then I tried a different line and searched a little bit, and then I looked down, he's back to 0.8, 0.9. I was like, all right, okay, I think this might be the line. And then I run it again, and I look down, he's 0.6 again. I'm like, God damn it. And I'm like, all right, I got to find another line. That ain't working. So I was searching like hell. And the last 5 laps, I was like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to run the fence. The only way you can get by me is on the bottom. If he gets by me, he gets by me. It is what it is. I was like, I'm just here to have fun. Been my first race on the sim in over a month and a half. So I just came out here to have fun and kick the dust off a little bit.
Well, we're always happy to have you when you can make it, and you never disappoint in putting on a good show.
Yeah, good deal. That's what I came out here for. Make sure the show's put on one way or another.
Man, that 77 is looking good on the track. We like to see it. My favorite number, or at least one of them.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for race season. Slowly but surely coming up. About a little less than 2 months is my first race in a micro sprint. So I'm excited for race season. I still got a lot of work to do, but it's slowly but surely we're getting there, and I'm excited for the race season in real life, and hopefully I can have more free nights and be able to come back and do this stuff more.
All right, buddy, that'd be pretty awesome. Who do you want to give a shout out to tonight?
Just my regular sponsors: Highland Ridge Farm and Trucking, Cloud County Co-op, Tyler Fry Racing. I need to change my logo. It's a different, same CZ graphics, same thing, but that's an old one. This wraps I made in like I think beginning of last year. Unit Cattle, Janisek Racing. Oh hell, there's been a fat minute since I've done this. See, I've gotten any better at it. I haven't got any better at it, have I?
No.
Yeah, Unit Cattle, Garmin Industrial, Kibby's Plumbing Solutions. Shoot, I think that's all for now. You for the broadcast and for hosting these races, and everybody that comes out and supports you and runs these races and watches them on the TV. So.
All right, thanks, Colton. I was glad you were able to make it tonight, and we look forward to seeing you back again before the season's out.
Yeah, I'm gonna try like hell to make it back. Appreciate it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's another night in the books for us here at All the Dirt and the Dirtkars series, powered by the EFRL. Thank you to Dean Qualley for allowing us to be part of the group and putting on such a fun racing environment for all of us here on Thursday nights. And we look forward to seeing you all back Monday night for the Full Throttle Beards Gen 6 series. We are at Phoenix Raceway on Monday nights for race number 4. Yes, race number 4. We've had a different winner every week on Monday night so far, and we look forward to seeing what this week is going to bring. Thank you all very much. You have a wonderful night, and we will be back then.